5 chairs are facing stage right, simulating a classroom. As each character talks, they enter and freeze on stage, either seated or around the room.
It was a Tuesday. God, I hate Tuesdays. And by no choice of mine, I found myself
sitting in Murphy's class, listening to yet another pointless lecture. She was talking about purpose, like our purpose for being here on Earth. Stupid, I know, especially considering how
Murphy really needs to get her nails done.
Seriously, I know it's like a thing to chew your nails when you're anxious, but for real, get over yourself. It's 2024. Everyone's always anxious about something.
These days, I find myself staring out the window more and more often. Except for this day. This day, I was like actually paying attention to Murphy. An essay, that's what she said. Write an essay about
The purpose of your life. Well, shit, how the hell am I supposed to know?
The actors eat thaw and make their way back to their seats. Throughout the rest of the play, actors move in the background almost like a choreographed dance. This should be artful and not literal. As the play progresses, movements start to become more instinct.
Her name was Harper Walgren. First chair clarinet, captain of the volleyball team, wicked smart, gorgeous, might I add. And she had no freaking clue that I even existed. I mean, why would she? Nobody gives a shit if you're third trumpet, B average student. Not to mention the biggest introvert in Monroe Valley. But I knew her. Right down to her auburn hair and sunny freckles and the zebra cake she would share with her friends at lunch. So you want to know my purpose? Get her to notice me. If only she wasn't.
my girlfriend, Harper, is the hottest chick. Or was, I suppose. Anyway, not only was she hot, but she was like super smart too. And kind, like actually just a really, truly incredible human being. She was just the girl my parents wanted me to date, and that made them happy. Well, not as happy as getting a full ride to 2 hoops at UW-Madison, baby! Roll back! Yeah! It hasn't happened yet, but no, it's okay. I still got some time. Nothing is decided until
the cast list. It was supposed to be the day after Harper. You know. Yeah, so it felt weird about it because on one hand, yours truly just found out they were going to be playing freaking Damien and me. I was like, all of my hard work was finally being seen, but like at the same time, who else were they going to find to play the role? I mean, come on, I'm the gay theater kid. I've been training for this role since birth. Before birth, the universe laid this out in front of me, and I manifested my way to the top. You can't mess with the universe. And when I found out, I was overjoyed and instinctively called. I mean, she was my cousin after all, and instincts are hard to
ignore. That's me. The one they all ignore every fucking day. Like, nobody ever really says, hey, Emerson, or nice cape, Em, or wanna get high later tonight, pal? Yeah, I never get those kinds of texts. Instead, I get things like, where's my weed, freak? But hey, at least I'm known for something better. JK, I seriously don't even fucking care anymore at this point. Life is worthless. We live for nothing. Even that girl, doesn't matter. Life doesn't matter, so might as well live under the radar. And I hate
Mrs. Murphy! I hate her stupid nails. I hate that she assigned us this essay. I mean, God, who knows what the purpose of life is? And can you please fix your nails? You're not special, you know. Stop asking for attention. Lots and lots of people have anxiety, so why do your nails make you any different? After all, nobody cares about nails when you're dead. Well, I mean, they told us she died last week. And, I don't really know what to do if I'm being completely honest. It feels like she's still here, that there will still be a someday on my radar. Like someday I'm gonna look over at the empty chair in the clarinet section and it's gonna be magically filled. Someday I'll walk up to her and finally work up the guts to say hi. Someday finally work up the guts to tell her how much I
love her. maybe I did. I think I did. Okay. You never really get that much of a say when you're thrown together with someone like that. We never actually said the L word, if you get my drift, but now that she's gone, oh my god, it's exactly like that cringy thing people say. You never know how much you had until you've lost it. And of course, the second I lose her is right when I figure my shit out. Like, I'm not even scared to say it now. I love Harper Walgren. I did love.
Harper was my cousin, right? And it might sound crazy, but she was the one who made me fall in love with theater. I know, right? How could Harper do that? But she did. Now that she's gone, it's hard for me to go forward. I think about rehearsals starting tomorrow, and I feel a brick in my chest knowing she won't be there for opening night. For any opening night to come. I don't want to be in this stupid fucking production anymore. Because it feels like
I have nothing now. The one friend who knew me, truly knew me, is gone. She's dead, and she's never coming back. She was the only person I ever told, The only person I trusted enough to tell how fucked up I really am. The piles of prescriptions I'm on to ease my mind, she's the only one who could recite them. And quite honestly, I wish it were me. Because I am not special. I'm a pain in the ass. A burden to my family. I'm broken just like hundreds of others. And I don't have a purpose on this earth. Not without her and
Shit. People die all the time. Why should this one be any different? I barely knew her. I told her to leave a few times, but we weren't friends. She had friends, and I wasn't one of them. We weren't fucking friends. Why should I care about this? Feelings are for the
Weak. I feel so weak looking out into the stands and not seeing her freckles. She was my motivation, my drive. Her absence makes me think about what I'm really doing with my life. I hate basketball. I hate it, but I can't quit. No. I'd rather endure running aimlessly than endure another night of dad.
hurting me. I never realized it until now, but every homophobic comment, every flamboyant description, every, oh, that's just Charlie, they were hurting me. She asked me if it hurt once, and now I can see it did. Hell, the school outed me in the second fucking grade. I never even had the chance to discover it for myself. My most challenging role I was ever cast in, the token gay. I was constantly wondering, are these the right clothes? Did I say the right phrase? Is this what they want from me? I never thought about what I wanted. What I needed was
her. I need her smile. I need her laughter. I need her to watch Barbie on radio with me so we can recite it by heart. I needed her to not be so pushy. She didn't have to drive that night. I was supposed to drive that night. I was supposed to be the one to die. We all die eventually, but why did perfect Harper have to die?
Why did I sell weed to her? She wasn't like my other regulars. Why didn't I ever ask her? Why am I so careless when it comes to
other people can't possibly feel the hurt I'm feeling right now because they didn't fucking grow up with her. They didn't spend
day after day after day at practice when I could have spent my time with her. Day after day after...
That day I had to be the passenger, huh? The anxious, med-skipping, no-good, C-average student passenger who had to watch her best friend in the entire world. We all die! We all fucking die! So why does this feel like raw and dry, like someone squeezed every last ounce of blood out of my heart from the inside out? Except no, you don't actually get that closure, Marley, because you're actually gonna be knocked out for that part. So her last words, her last look, her last breath...
You'll never even know what they were, and you can't help but wonder if you'll ever find...
Closure? You want me to find closure? How the fucking hell do you expect
me to answer when people ask me about that night, and all I have to remember is a total Chevy Impala and 5 new prescriptions to add to the overflowing pile on my bedside table. So ask me one more time about the crash. I dare you. To ask me how I'm doing one more time. To text me.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
When we all know you're just scared to talk to us out of fear that we may start crying.
Because that just makes you feel uncomfortable.
And people hate feeling uncomfortable.
But this feeling is greater than uncomfortable.
This is the pain I never knew I could feel. I feel lost.
So lost.
confused, stranded.
How could she abandon me? I never knew her.
I never knew.
I never knew
I
her.
never knew. I never fucking knew.
I wish I had more time
to say something, to tell
Tell her.
Just tell her.
Just talk to her.
Know her. Hold her. Just tell her I love her and I didn't even know her. They look into each other's eyes. They look into each other's souls. They know they are not alone. They feel seen for the first time in a long time. Slowly recovering, finding their voices, they begin again.
When Harper died, everything went to shit. I sunk into a dark pit.
I lost the one person I could truly trust.
I felt alone.
I was alone. But maybe we don't have to do this by ourselves.
Maybe that is
Our
Purpose. To remind each other that we are not alone.
Even when it seems undeniably true.
Maybe we grow individually.
But not through isolation. And maybe a voice,
no matter how small.
Large.
Independent.
or obscure, is all it takes to pull each other out.
They look at each other, beat. One by one, they go back to their desks and begin to write. They smile, a flicker of hope.